Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. My name is Faith, and today I am going to be testing out Jaclyn Hill's Flawless Foundation Routine. She posted the Flawless Foundation Routine video about 2 or 3 months ago now. Little bit of a disclaimer, just because I feel like nowadays you just have to do this, but this is not throwing shade at Jaclyn. I really want this to work, but I do kind of want to test out this whole routine against my routine, which is a lot cheaper, a lot more affordable. I want to see if these products actually make a difference. So that is why I am making this video. I watched that video and I really wanted to try those products, and so I figured a lot of you guys might be interested to try them, but maybe you just want a second opinion on if it's actually worth the money or not. So I went ahead and bought everything that I didn't already own that Jaclyn used. I only had a few things already, so I did spend a lot of money to make this video for you guys, so I hope you enjoy it. I'm also going to be doing a wear test at the end of the video because Jaclyn said that this foundation lasted her like super long time. I think she even said she slept in her foundation and woke up and it looked just as good as it did when she applied it. So I'm gonna put that to the test too and do a little bit of a check-in later tonight. So let's get right on into the video. The first thing Jaclyn did was talk about skincare and how important exfoliating is and everything like that. So I did want to point that out. I exfoliate like 2-3 times a week, and that keeps my skin from being flaky and dry. She then used a primer, but she did not say what primer it was. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Becca Backlight priming filter. I've seen her use this before. I don't know what she used, but she did talk about using a primer and that is important. So I'll be putting all the costs up on the screen, all of the prices for all of these products. I did do a quick tally and this costs around $400. So the next thing Jaclyn did was apply the Hourglass foundation directly onto her face. This is a foundation stick, and I'm using the shade Warm Ivory. I have never tried this foundation before, but I have tried the second foundation that she pairs this with. Then she did take the Dior Forever foundation. This is in the shade 21. I believe this is the same shade that Jaclyn used. And what she did was apply some to the back of her hand. Then what she did was use her Morphe sponge and some Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist and sprayed this directly on the sponge. This is a very expensive facial spray, so I just got the mini size. So she sprayed the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist right onto the tip, and she sprayed a lot. I mean, I know this is 20 bucks, but I'm gonna do exactly what she did. And then she went right into the foundation that's on the back of her hand and applied that to the face, mixing it in with the Hourglass foundation. Okay, after she did the foundation, she went in with the Tarte Shape Tape, which I already had, which was nice. I'm using the shade Light Sand. This costs $27 and you can get it at Ulta. So she applied all here. Oops, I have some foundation that I didn't blend. It's like picking up. I think she did some here. I normally don't do that. And then she sprayed more Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist onto her sponge before she blended in the Shape Tape. I really want this to work, but I don't know if it's the sponge picking up more product than I'm used to, or if it's because it's extra wet from this dewy mist, but I feel like I'm not getting as much coverage as I normally would. Maybe the sponge just sucks up more than I am used to. I feel like this is like picking up so much product. I'm getting patches. That never happens to me. And I don't know if it's the sponge or if it's the mist on the sponge. I'm sure from this far away you can't see it, but up close, you know, maybe I'm just even more dry than Jaclyn is. Who knows? I wouldn't know unless I met her. Okay, next thing Jaclyn did was use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. And I believe she used the same shade that I'm using, which is number 2, medium. And what Jaclyn did was take it right on her sponge. She didn't apply any more skin mist or spray because it will ruin the powder. She did it like that, and then I think she tapped off the excess on her hand just like that, and then she pressed it into the skin. Ooh, that's nice. Then what Jaclyn did was set her under eyes using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is what I use almost on a daily basis to set my under eyes. She used this shade here, and she again used her sponge without any excess setting spray and pushed then into the skin. I really like how this sponge is applying powders. This is picking up a good amount of powder without making everything look cakey. She also then applied this to her eyelids to prep for eyeshadow. Okay, then what she did was she went off camera and did her brows and eyes and then finished off the rest of the face. So I'm gonna go do that now, and I will be right back. Okay, eyes and brows are done, and just in case you like the eye look here, I am going to be posting a tutorial on this eye look, so make sure you watch out for that. But to finish off the rest of the face, the next thing Jaclyn did was use this Lancôme Absolue Powder. And this is like a radiant, loose, smoothing powder, and this is in the shade Absolute Petch. She put some here in the cap, picked it up with her sponge. She again tapped off the excess and then rolled it onto the skin. She mentioned that the powder is a light color, so you really need to like work it in so that you don't look like you have a white cast. And I can see what she means, because when I first plopped it on the skin, you saw it looked like white translucent powder, but as I kind of pat it in here, it's becoming one with the foundation, and it's not leaving a white cast, it's just leaving like a radiant glow. I don't know if you can see that. I definitely see a difference between this cheek and this one. This one just looks really radiant. So far, this is the product that I am most impressed with in terms of a first impression. So that's nice, because I think this is the most expensive product. She didn't just put it on her cheeks though. She put it everywhere. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing. I really like this powder. I think it's making my skin look super radiant. Okay, next thing Jaclyn did was use MAC Give Me Sun bronzer to warm up the face again. So I'm just using a Morphe brush. Ooh, this is nice too. It's very orangey toned, which normally I would not like, but the thing is, when you fake tan, even though you can like limit the oranginess, there's always just gonna be a orange undertone. If my bronzer is too cool toned, then my face ends up not matching my body. I'm gonna apply some to the nose. I don't think Jaclyn did that, but I really like to apply bronzer to my nose and like chin. Okay, then Jaclyn used blush. She did not indicate what blush she used though. I'm going to use the Nars Orgasm blush. It has a luminous finish to it, and the blush she used seemed to have a luminosity to it. Then what Jaclyn did is she applied her highlight, but she applied it with the sponge. So that's what I'm going to do. I have never applied highlight with a sponge, so we will see how that goes. This is the Fenty Beauty Hustla Baby Kilowatt Freestyle Highlighter. She took her sponge and went right into the highlight so that it looks like that on the sponge. She tapped off. That is a gorgeous gold highlight. And applying it with the sponge, what that is supposed to do is really like mesh it with your skin makeup. That is nice. And I love the cheek glow that is coming through from that Lancôme powder. Put some on the nose, the Cupid's bow. Then she finished off the lips, so I'm gonna do that off camera and we will do the finishing touch. Okay, so lips are done. Just in case you're wondering, I put the Fenty Beauty lip gloss on. So the last step that Jaclyn did to lock everything in place and give us a little bit more of a glow was use this setting spray. This is the Lila B Aglow Face Mist, and this was very, very expensive. This was $48 for a facial spray. So I'm just putting it out there. That's a lot of money for a face spray. She did a lot of sprays, so I'm gonna do a lot of sprays too. Okay. I have to push this into the skin with my sponge. This trick I love to do because it sets down peach fuzz and really, again, sinks in the spray to your face. Wow. I really like this spray. It's really nice. I kind of see why she likes this spray so much. I'm going to zoom you guys in so that you can really see up close what this looks like after we're just finished. And like I said, we are going to do check-ins later. So this is what the foundation looks like. So yeah, we'll have to see how that wears throughout the day. Right now, it is 1:19 p.m. I'll be checking back in. I do have things planned for today, so it's a good day to test this out. I am going to be going out. We're also going out to dinner. So I'm interested to see how it holds up through all of that. So next time you see me, it will be in the future. Okay, you guys, so I am in to do my check-in. It is officially almost 10 o'clock. So it has been 11 hours? No, 9 hours since I first applied the foundation. I finished up at 1 p.m. and it is now 11 p.m. So that is, no, that's 10 hours. Oh my gosh, okay. 10 hours. Wait, no, it's 10 o'clock. Oh my gosh. 9 hours. I am very tired. I just had a really nice dinner with family. It was nice and long, but yeah, so sorry if like my eyes are bloodshot and droopy and I'm just tired. I'm gonna zoom you guys in here so that you can see what the foundation looks like after 9 hours of wear. Okay, so here is a close-up of the foundation. I feel like my eyes are so bloodshot right now. Let me take a look here. I literally have not looked in the mirror. What I'm noticing is definitely some creasing right here, but that's pretty normal for me, so I'm not really that upset about that. There's definitely creasing on my forehead. I don't know if you can see that, but again, that's pretty normal for me. I guess here's where I'm at. Actually, I'm gonna zoom you guys out. Okay, so here is where I'm at with this. I have done a much more affordable foundation routine and still been happy with the final results as I am now. That being said, I do really like the glow that this Lancôme powder gave me and this Lila B spray gave me. If you have extra money to spend, I definitely would recommend these two products. I think that they're really nice. In terms of the foundation, the Dior is a foundation that I've had and I do like. Mixed with the Hourglass, it's okay. I'd like to try the Hourglass by itself and see how I like that, but I'm like, these are okay. I prefer my L'Oreal Pro Glow. That is like a $10 foundation from the drugstore. It's so nice. The Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist with the Morphe sponge. I don't know that I'm a big fan of this. I do want to try the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist like just on the face as an actual mist. Obviously the Tarte Shape Tape and the Kat Von D Shade and Light Powder. These are products that I use all the time and I love them. So those parts of the foundation routine I obviously love. The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I don't know. I mean, this is a nice powder, but my Bare Minerals powder foundation does the same thing and it's a lot more affordable. So I don't know. I'm kind of like, the jury is still out on this. The other product that I had to pick up that I didn't already own is this MAC Give Me Sun. I really like this. I think that this gave me a really nice bronzy look that was luminous but not shimmery. Most of my bronzers that give me a luminous look also have shimmer in them. This just gave me a luminous bronze that was not shimmery. So I really like this, and I'm definitely gonna be using this a lot more. So those are my final thoughts. I would love to know what you think of this, if you think these products are worth it. I mean, you guys see me in a full face of makeup obviously just as much as I do, so do you see something special going on here on my face that's a lot different than other tutorials I've done, or is it kind of the same? I'd be really interested to know your thoughts if you think that it did something extra special for me. I think it's great. I don't think that the products are bad. I just am not 100% sure if they're worth that extra dollar, if you know what I mean. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you have stuck around, I really appreciate it. I love you all so much. I'm gonna go to bed now, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.